father is dating someone.
Hi, Gabby. She tortured me in middle school.
So congratulations on Holidazed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm really excited for this. You guys are making history here.
A lot of series regulars.
Yeah.
A lot of series regulars. That's my theme of the day.
All right, so Holland, I'll start with you. So as I mentioned, you guys are making history. This is a part of the first batch of Hallmark Christmas series that's coming out. So how significant is this for you guys to be a part of the inaugural introduction to this?
It starts with our showrunner, Gina Matthews. She had this vision of creating this. I've never personally seen a cul-de-sac of families at Christmas. And Noemi makes a great point earlier saying about it's with your neighbors and thinking about your neighbors at Christmas and what everyone's going through. And every family's vibe is a real unique touch to the series and makes it for not only a heartwarming series, but a really funny series. I mean, you've got this Chevy Chase vibe. You've got, families separated. You've got families that are big chefs. You've got families that overdo Christmas decorations. You've got a little bit of everything, which I think every person that watches Holidazed can relate to.
Yes.
Yeah. I think one of the things that I like that you touched on is that it does center on the situation with your neighbors, which I feel like is lost a lot in the world that we live in.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Most people
Yes.
work remotely. So what do I need to go outside for? I can do anything on the internet. I
Right.
can get my groceries from Instacart. I could pay someone to put up the decorations, but this really centers on community. So tell us about how that plays out in this series, Naomi.
Well, community really starts on the cul-de-sac, and the fact that each house has a family that is a different background. So how we are in our strengths and our uniqueness and how we interact with each other while we transpire the holiday season is just really magical to be a part of this for Hallmark and Hallmark Plus specifically, because it just really is making it more about that human spirit that we all go through when we're wrapping up our years. And then we have the family vibe, and it goes from being individual and nucleus and just the home to just a little more outside your bubble. And how much richer it can be when you do that. So it's really an honor, definitely, to be one of these neighbors and to be interacting with, the Jewish household, the Asian household, Minetti, Hanahan, Italian, Irish, and it's just really nice to have all of these different elements because it really creates a beautiful kind of like a web of community there.
Yeah, I was going to say a tapestry. Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
And I think what's so special about our show is everyone will see themselves in one way or another. And for me, reading the scripts and then I got to be on set, I was shadowing, and I got so fortunate to watch some of the filming, and it was magic watching these guys work. Not just working with them, it was insanely amazing, but to get to see, I love that you see yourself in different people you wouldn't expect to see yourself in. And it just goes to show what Holland said earlier is that we are more alike than we are different, which I just thought that was chef's kiss, the perfect phrase for this show. It is. So it's about really everyone's going to be seen and they're going, oh my gosh, I do that too. Oh my gosh, that's my family too. In all the families, I think.
Yeah, and touching on the whole idea of diversity, we have neighbors from different backgrounds, different religions, and it's basically just a mirror of the world that we live in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Erin, I also wanted to ask you now, this cast is star-studded. You guys have some heavy hitters. You have Loretta Devine.
Miss Loretta.
The mother of all mothers.
Yes.
And you
Icon.
have Dennis Haysbert. So what was it like working on set with such legends?
Dennis is the best dressed man on and off camera.
Oh, yes.
And the voice, and he smells so good.
He always smells good. Dennis smells so good.
Yes.
My favorite, I always tell the story about Dennis, is we would all be in the hair and makeup trailer, and it mostly like the girls would work together, and we'd be like, "Ba-da-da-da-da-da," and Dennis would come in and he'd be like, "Good morning, ladies."
Yes.
Yeah, you just did it with me. And then everybody would just get quiet and everybody would go, hi. And then he would leave, and I'm sure he'd hear just like a cackle of laughter. out of
Yes.
all the
Funny,
families.
man.
Yes.
Like the best dresser. He didn't even
Really-
have a stylist this weekend. I do. I didn't.
Yeah. He dresses himself.
Yeah,
like,
he's such a beautiful
obviously
soul.
dresses himself.
He dresses himself.
Oh, and Miss
John
Loretta.
McGinley, Virginia Madsen.
Oh,
I
cast.
have I pinched myself and I was like, who are my parents? Where did I come from?
And I got jacked opposite
yeah.
Ian Harding, who's like a dream. I mean, the whole everybody, all 87 cast members, or I don't know how many there
We
are.
can't remember if there's 32 or 34. We're having to go
Regulars.
through them. Series regulars. on
But
the
let me
show.
tell you, Miss Loretta Devine, though, as soon as you heard that timbre in her voice, yes,
I mean,
she takes care of you. And she's like, now is that, and as soon as, and I didn't get to meet her formally. So I was like, yes, may I call you Miss Loretta? Because there's no way I was just going to be casual and just call her by her first name basis. But we had a scene together that I was so hyped about and all of this momentousness. And then things changed and I was like, no. But it was wonderful all the same that we all in some way got to work together because of the format of the show. But you could always feel those legends that have had so much experience before they even come on set.
yes.
And then when you're in it with them, like there's just another kinetic energy that you get to all really play and enjoy. Yeah.
Now we're going to speak things into existence and say there's going to be a season 2.
I
Thank
love
you,
that.
Brenda.
I would love
What would
that.
you guys like to see as far as moving forward with the show? Without giving too much, obviously.
Oh gosh.
It's a good question.
Oh gosh.
What can we not give away?
I know. I was gonna say, what can we say we want to see without saying where we end up?
I just go
we
back
want
to
everyone
Gina.
to return, all 79 characters.
Nice.
I'm sure there's going to be maybe some expansion to the cast
Ooh.
in a juvenile way. If that makes sense.
Yeah. More babies.
Yeah. I'm sure that would be maybe on the horizon. Gina, they're so fun.
Oh, Gina's great.
I'm wondering what she has in store. Like, I am a true actor. If I just look to the right, I'm like, what's happening next?
I would like
Yeah.
the ones that had the romantic potential storylines. I would like to see it become more about friends and family. Our dynamic with Holland and I, it was the first time you're seeing friends going through the holidays in a way that was different than the romantic, Love Actually or Christmas rom-coms that you might see. So I'd love to see a switch on that, to see the script switch a little bit.
I love that. And I'm just the way they wove everything together and at the end how we all came together. I'd be so curious to see how they do it again.
Okay, so if you had to make an analogy between this show and a Christmas treat, what would it be?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh, what a great, you just had that on the top of your head.
I
Okay.
do what I
think
can.
like turtle bars, like the Chex Mix chocolate
That's
chip
a good one.
marshmallow one.
That's a good one.
That's
that
a
are like-
diverse treat, too.
Kind of like Chex Muddies. I love Chex Muddies. You know Chex Muddies, y'all?
No.
I've never heard
Oh
of it.
my God. Yeah,
Those are good.
you know it. Yeah, CJ knows the Chex Mix.
Yeah.
It's the Chex Mix with powdered sugar and chocolate. It's those that you put into the turtle bar, like if that makes sense.
Yeah, I was just thinking holiday potluck. Like
Okay.
that's.
I was about to ask you, because there's such a diverse cast, was there a potluck on set?
I play a chef on the
Okay.
series.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
food is a big
Is a
aspect to
huge
it.
theme on this. I eat more in this scene. We had our set there's in pineapple. No pun intended, another food. And I was like, I'm so sorry, pineapple. I have to eat something else on set. Like the amount of food I'm never gonna put Brad Pitt and I in the same sentence, but like I ate more than Brad Pitt does in a
And
movie.
he
Like,
makes that
it
happen.
was so much eating on holidays.
true,
Yeah, it was fun though. Like the kind of food scenes we have together are
Oh.
really a part of the script and part of the scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then tell us about some of the behind the scenes relationships. How did your interaction on screen transfer off screen?
Well, Gina and Grant were so great. Gina in particular, she got us all together and cooked for us.
Yes.
Our showrunner actually
did.
like Italian proper, like meatballs and spaghetti,
Mhm.
and had
They
us
had
over
sauce.
for family dinner. Sauce. We had
Mm,
sauce.
yes.
Gravy, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sauce crazy. That
Yeah.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
We can
Yeah.
get into it. We had a wonderful moment, and the fact that we got together, rehearsed it beforehand.
Yeah.
That
we
was
did.
Yes,
really,
yes.
really cool. There's a really wonderful
We-
performance element.
We were like, should we do this? Should
Yeah.
we pitch this to the people? And they were like, and then
Yeah.
they're like, actually, yes, we like it. We like it. We'll keep it.
It was better to give more and them to strip
and-
it down.
Yeah,
Yes.
like you don't have to use it. And so Noemi and I were like, should we? Is this like too Romeo and Michelle of us to do this?
Yes. But it was awesome.
But we did it.
to hit each other up at the hotel room, like, let's do this. Let's let's
We
have
dove
fun.
in,
Let's
yeah.
give them something.
Yeah.
And it gave them more to stretch or more to hone in.
And they loved it.
It's
Everybody
really fun.
loved it.
It's really fun. But I think of that
Definitely had no dignity when we pitched that situation. We're like, do you like it? We can do it. Like, yeah.
And it helped the scene. It helped the scene to
Oh my
have that
God.
behind the scenes moment
Yeah.
to prep for it. And suddenly it's
Yeah.
now there.
It's now in the flesh.
And then filming a project like this, I would imagine, as someone who's like a Christmas crazy, and my theme is always like Christmas 364, it's not just the one day of the year. How do you transfer that outside of filming? Because everyone knows like the Hallmark actors are recycled into these films and these projects. So it can kind of feel like you're in this Christmas bubble, but obviously you go back home. So how do you take the joy from filming and the heart of of what you've experienced into your everyday life?
Well, I love Hallmark has, 3 core things, and forgive me on the third. I know joy is a major one, connection, heart. Like, it's
I
just,
think it's like charity.
yes. And so
Community.
going from the specific Christmas element to just holiday, end of the season, those 3 things kind of make sure that I have my time to give for the storytelling, for production, but then I make sure I have my Christmas. I make sure that I serve my cup as well, so that I can really continue to give it all year round when we're filming in July.
Well, that goes in line with Christmas in July.
We got lucky. We got to shoot in actually November,
Yes.
December.
Oh,
so
yes,
it was
we
pretty
did.
special.
Lucky.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
For the Hallmark acting side of it.
Mhm.
I would just say, this theme of like neighbors is just such a big theme that I haven't seen in a while aside from the movie Neighbors.
Yeah.
We were the first holiday neighbor movie I can really think of made in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Holiday series.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is so special and cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only other Hallmark one I can think of that was like a neighbor was Battle of the Bulbs, but they were competing.
That's the thing. There's always,
Right.
Yeah, it's always
some
a
battle.
competition
It's
element.
just a slice of life. There's something really beautiful about that.
Well
and
said.
it's an anthology series. I don't think Hallmark, has delved very deep into the anthology format. So this is why I think it makes it really special.
Absolutely.
Really special. I'm so thrilled to be part of this. I know we all are. We always talk about it. We're like, what?
It's just such a big cast and such
Yeah.
we're like a hurricane just hurtling at you.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just a lot. You're like, what is that thing going on over there?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun. You guys did a great job. I can't wait for everyone else to see it.